Samsung has recently launched its new S25 series with the latest internals and a slightly redesigned look. The Galaxy S25 Ultra, in example, comes with an improved display, but overall, there are some negatives as well, including the lack of Bluetooth in the S Pen. The new S26 Ultra will perhaps be the stride in all the correct areas, as the firm is not only exploring big visual alterations, but also aiming to refine the current inadequacies. It looks that Samsung is intending to incorporate an enhanced under-display camera on its forthcoming S26 Ultra, and it is already undergoing testing. A tipster stated on X that Samsung is currently testing the under-display camera technology for its Galaxy S26 Ultra, intending to remove the intrusion on the front and deliver a seamless user experience. The new in-display camera may likely be the highlight of the company's next-gen Galaxy S26 Ultra, and if you are not acquainted, the UDC allows the sensor to be concealed beneath the display, eliminating the need for notches or punch holes and delivering an unbroken screen. As said, the organization is undergoing testing for new technologies, which creates a few obstacles. We have to take note that Samsung is already familiar with the under-display camera implementation in its Galaxy Fold range, but if you have seen the version on the device, it does not reflect the company's actual brilliance in the display production art. What this implies is that the display over the UDC on the Z Fold 6 is pixelated or offers a little reduced resolution compared to the rest of the display. Samsung implemented this technique so light could get through the display and into the sensor, which reduced the display and camera quality. Potentially, the Galaxy S26 Ultra will not suffer from the same problem, as the company's latest patents also hint to its efforts to overcome these concerns by inventing a more efficient and unobtrusive optical sensor-based UDC system. Samsung is not the only one working on an advanced under-display camera, as Google has also been believed to be testing its under-display facial recognition for its impending Pixel 11 series, which will make it the first major smartphone maker to provide this capability. It remains to be seen how Samsung will employ the new technology and if it will be ready before the company's next update cycle. Additionally, it is also not known if the same technology will come with the next edition of its Z Fold 7. I've been quite critical of the S25 lineup, and for good reason. Samsung didn't contribute enough to its new products, and the business looks happy with complacency. Instead of competing head-on with phones like the OnePlus 13, Samsung chose to target people coming from previous Galaxy phones. It's a safe method, but it left many of us with questions. It's impossible to look at phones like the OnePlus 13, which has greater RAM, newer battery technology, and an IP69 rating for less money than the S25 Ultra, and not ask what Samsung is doing. Given the backlash, I expect the firm to take a bigger swing at the S26 range with new camera sensors and a revised design. However, if you despise the hole punch cutout on smartphone displays, you might be stuck for another 2 to 3 years. The Samsung S26 Ultra is likely to emerge as a successor to the S25 Ultra, which was unveiled earlier this year alongside the Galaxy S25 and Galaxy S25 Plus. Details about the rumored Galaxy S26 series handset have leaked online over the past few weeks. The rumored CPU and camera details of the Ultra smartphone have also leaked. The S26 Ultra has been tipped to contain a silicon-carbon battery. Now, a tipster has spoken in on the anticipated battery size that the phone may house. Samsung is supposed to feature a smaller-than-expected battery in the Galaxy S26 Ultra, according to an X post by tipster Panda Flash. The handset may have a battery with a capacity smaller than 6,000 mAh. To show confidence in this information, the tipster said that he would delete his X account if the phone obtains a 7,000 mAh or even a 6,000 mAh battery. He claimed in another post that the internal Samsung test lab reveals that the S26 Ultra will have a battery with a capacity of 5,396 mAh. Previous rumors suggested that the Samsung Galaxy S26 series, including the Ultra edition, is likely to employ silicon-carbon batteries instead of lithium-ion batteries. These are supposed to boost the energy density of a cell by 10% and are said to be safer as well as more environmentally friendly. The tipster does not indicate if the Galaxy S26 Ultra will employ silicon-carbon or lithium-ion cells. Notably, the current Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra packs a 5,000 mAh battery, similar to the predecessor S24 Ultra. Another story suggested that the Samsung S26 Ultra could boast a 200-megapixel periscope telephoto camera with a 1/1 5-inch sensor. The existing S25 Ultra includes a 50-megapixel telephoto shooter with 5x optical zoom and OIS capability, as well as a 10-megapixel telephoto camera with 3x optical zoom. Streaming services aren't the only ones seeing costs creeping up these days. This week, Apple hiked the monthly cost of AppleCare Plus, its insurance coverage and tech support package, by 50 cents on all iPhones for US users, as originally spotted by Mac Rumors. A new 50-cent price boost applies to both normal AppleCare Plus plans and AppleCare Plus with theft and loss, which, as you might have guessed by the name, covers the loss or theft of your device up to 2 times per year. So for instance, to acquire a normal AppleCare Plus plan for an iPhone 16 Plus will now run you $10.49 per month, up from $9.99. Subscription costs for other Apple devices, like the finest iPads or Macs, remain untouched. It's worth noting that this price rise only applies to monthly payments. iPhone users who elected to pay upfront for the 2-year AppleCare Plus subscription plan won't be affected, albeit they may be at disappearing greed. A recent Bloomberg report claimed Apple is going all in on the subscription method in an effort to create more income. The business is phasing out the option for US consumers to pay a fixed, one-time cost for 2 years of AppleCare Plus coverage. Instead, customers will have to subscribe to a monthly or annual plan if purchasing from its physical stores or the AppleCare menu. However, the option for a set 2-year contract remains available on Apple's online shop. For now, at any rate. Apple also incorporates theft and loss coverage by default in these AppleCare Plus subscription plans, driving up the monthly price tag even further to $13.99 per month. Though again, for the time being, you can still go online to acquire an AppleCare Plus subscription without theft and loss thrown on. It's part of Apple's bigger strategy to prioritize services after the company experienced record subscription revenue last quarter. The business currently rakes in around $100 billion a year from services like AppleCare Plus and Apple TV Plus alone, which are swiftly becoming some of Apple's most consistent growth drivers. AppleCare Plus plans cover most Apple devices, including the top iPhones, Apple Watches, Macs, and iPads. The coverage is meant to save you money on accidental damage repairs, while also working as an extended warranty for your Apple products. For a more complete description of everything AppleCare offers, check out our guide on everything AppleCare. So stay tuned for more updates and information on the highly anticipated Z Fold 7, and witness the future of foldable smartphones from Samsung. See you in my next video. Peace out.